What's going on, y'all? Well, I'm super tired, but I still want to produce a video for you guys. Yeah, I just got back from having been snowed in to our second house or home in Bass Lake, or North Fork. It's actually in North Fork, but it's right next to Bass Lake, which is at like a 3,500 foot elevation. So it's actually pretty low. Like the snow line is about 3,500 feet in the Sierra Nevadas, which is in California, which is about 3.5 hours east of here. I live in San Jose, California, and yeah, about 3.5 hours southeast of here is Bass Lake. That's northeast of Fresno. It's also the southern entrance to Yosemite National Park. So Fresno, yeah, southeast of here. And man, this has been a weird storm. We got a lot of rain in San Jose, and we got a lot of snow. I tell you, a lot of snow. It was right here. I'll show you. It's hard to imagine if I don't show you. I can tell you, but it's not. It doesn't do it justice. This high, bam, bam. The snow is this high. Try walking through that. Try walking through snow that high. See how far you can get without getting tired. It ain't that far, folks. It's about a quarter mile. After about a quarter mile, you want a breather. Trust me. Yeah. And so I was digging snow away from my truck to try to get chains on. I was digging all kinds of snow away from my truck to try to get chains on. So like we could do the basic stuff, like get to the store, guys. And it was really interesting is watching my needs get transformed into wants. So you go into life thinking that you have these needs, right? You're going through these needs. Like, oh yeah, man, how can I live without my nicotine? Right? No, I never can't do it. Or how can I live without my marijuana or wine? Or how can I live without my soda? How can I live without my tech? How can I live without my electricity? How can I live without heat? How can I live without food, of course? So those things that you think are needs are determined to be wants. Oh, you think, oh, maybe I really don't need this nicotine. Maybe this nicotine that I think I need is actually something I desire but don't need. And you let it go. Same thing with food. First, it's your preferences and priorities. I don't have the food I desire. Doesn't that suck? And it does suck. You don't have the food you desire. So you're eating stuff you don't want. But you have to eat because it's all the food you got. So that kind of sucks. And then, it just goes on and on, no showers. That kind of sucked for me. I was like, starting to smell, man. I started to smell. I was like, dude, nice hot shower would be nice, or bath. Yeah, that would be real nice. We're having to dry our clothes. I'd go down and I'd like, get underneath the truck and try to adjust the chains, and I'd be working hard and on my hands and knees, adjusting chains, and then I'd come back and I'd have to get out of my wet clothes, and then I'd hang them in front of the furnace because we have this standing furnace like 6 foot tall. So I'd hang all my clothes in front of the furnace and put on new clothes and then go down and get those dirty and wet. But it's not like we could wash our clothes and dry our clothes in the clothes dryer, so we had no power. It was very interesting. Yeah, and then I suppose even some of those needs transform into something. So your needs transform into wants. And then I'm going to take it to the next level here, folks. Your wants probably are determined to be empty into themselves. Not wants at all, but like distractions, I believe. Like these. Oh, wow. I mean, pretty happy about them. Pretty neat. But, toys. I can play with them and have fun, but, in the end, toys. What isn't a toy? I wonder. Anyways, I'd like to change the subject. But to what? I don't know. So being snowed in sucked. I'll talk a little bit more about being snowed in. Now, there's a claustrophobia that goes along with it. I would love to be able to describe the claustrophobia to you, but I've already thought about it and how to describe it to you, and it's really near impossible. Claustrophobia is a strange feeling. I'll put myself in the situation that I felt it, and I'm there, and it's like, in that situation, I'm sitting there, I'm claustrophobic. I'd like to say it's a desire to run, but that doesn't quite fit the bill, man. It doesn't quite capture the moment or the essence of the feeling claustrophobic. Wanting to run does not quite fit the bill, at least not in this second time of having experienced claustrophobia. I'm not a very claustrophobic person, but I did experience it in my 20s when I was in Hawaii. I felt I was there for a week, and I was like, I gotta run. I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here. But it was a panic over there in Hawaii, so that's why I describe it as such. But up in the hills, it was not a panic, and it was not, I gotta get out of here. It was, am I doomed to stay within 1,000 feet of this cabin for the rest of my existence? That's what it was. So it wasn't a depression yet, but I could see it maybe going to depression. Am I doomed to stay within 1,000 feet or 3,000 feet or 4,000 feet of this cabin for the rest of my existence? Yeah, that was it. And it was the food thing. I guess food scarcity was the first next feeling to arise. Food scarcity. But as I said, I can fast 3 days. Juice fast 3 days, no problem. And therefore I assume I can water fast 3 days. Probably maybe a problem. Because juicing is don't get me wrong, I wasn't doing any like super homemade juicing. And when I was juice fasting, I was just buying some homemade, there's some store-bought juices, some orange juice and stuff. Maybe some nicer, just orange juice, but I wasn't Acai juicing at Jamba or anything. Anyways, it's starting to get long, guys. I just got to continue with this strange, getting snowed in vein of psychological exploration, because it is a psychological exploration I'm doing with you guys here. I hope you grasp that. This has all been psychology and emotion, right? All emotional based and all psychological thought based, but the psychological based because it's the thoughts relating to the emotions, right? That's the heart of my share here, right? Good. Okay. So we had a brainstorm. My mother and I were brainstorming. We're both smart people. And we were brainstorming like last night, yesterday, and today about what we're doing. We're both tripping on food scarcity a little bit, but brainstorming how we're gonna get some food and what to do next. She had to work tomorrow, so she was calling subs and we were setting ourselves up in the cabin till Thursday and thinking about what to do till Thursday. We had some bread, some stuff that would last us till Thursday if need be. I would obviously run out of Juul before Thursday. So I was worried about being an asshole with my mom. That would come to regret that, But I think I can even lose Juul, even lose nicotine in my life and actually be a pretty cool dude. I just meditate more. Okay. 9:29, getting a little long. Let's see if I can't wrap it up. As usual, I'm going to go inside, meditate, and do the streaming report of what I'm hearing, feeling, and seeing. Clairvoyance, clairaudience, and the clairsentience. Rock and roll. It's very interesting. Robot voice song. Mom would try to talk to me. That's not anything. I'm meditating, Mom. I have to stop the camera. Later, guys.